Hey everyone, and welcome back to Rogue Legacy Lament of Zors. So, this might be our last video with Lament of Zors at least. So let's get into it and I'll explain why. So there's still two areas, biomes, that I still have to check before I have seen everything even. So why would this be the end? Because I googled it, and I have to get to New Game +2 to enter the next biome. So I have to beat it again. And then for New Game +3, the process of accessing it, you can't even start working on it until you get to New Game +3. So I'd have to beat it another time. And that basically means, because I'm not getting new content until then, the entire game is going to be grinding until we get there. So if it's all grinding until we get there, this becomes far less interesting, and also we'll get to that once we get later on, but for now, let's get to this. I am choosing an Archmage because I just want to see how well the Archmage will do in fighting off that boss and the Maya, or sorry, in the graveyard. That probably has a good angle against it. Will probably be useful. Just make sure there's no upgrades here. Nope. Alright. But yeah, basically the last boss that I was fighting, it was... I mean, you probably saw it, it had so much health. It had unreasonable amounts of health. I would hit and it barely phase it. Like, what was it? I was playing the Hokage, so it was dealing the most amount of damage that you can with a single weapon strike. It was like 900, which, yeah, 900. This is 880 when it's a critical hit. So I was dealing absurd amounts of damage, and it was barely flipping on the enemy's health bar. And then it has a bunch of times when it's not vulnerable to damage at all. We're playing a mage. Let's increase this. Alright. See if I can still increase this. Nope. There we are. Yeah, the only increase. Not even weight can be increased now. Alright. I'm just going to check real fast, make sure there's no better magic weapons. So I'm not caring about the Siphon Rune, because I'm building this to try to beat the boss. So... I don't need Siphon. They'll reduce damage, but the critical chance of critical damage. Because remember, I could crit with spells. That's going to be worthwhile. This is just the most health. Well, let's actually increase our mana a little with that. And then... the black set should be the strongest. Right. Let's go in. Icon dash runes. I'm going to get more retribution, I think. Ah! Bug just landed on my face. Because, yeah. Again, I'm trying to fight a boss. The Siphon doesn't really help the mage because of how quickly it regenerates health normally. And the vampire doesn't help the mage because, well, it barely takes any health damage. Also, the boss apparently reduces your max health. So, it's not going to care about that. So, yeah. The haste runes are going to allow me to move fast. And the others are just going to be little bits of damage. Also, another reason why I thought it would be pretty bland if I just did this is because the best area, like, they all give the same gold thresholds no matter what area you're in. So, it would actually be preferable to stay in the easiest area to farm gold. Which, like, where this game gets interesting is when you're in over your head and have to adapt to that. So, removing the aspect of going in over your head really damages the experience. So it's a bunch of feeds that, like, I don't see how it will be interesting to watch. So I don't see a reason to make a bunch of videos about that. So nope. So with that said, I guess I should say So, there was a sale recently, and during that sale, I decided to buy, to give something interesting to talk about. So Rogue Legacy 2 is in the works right now. It's in early beta. I wasn't doing it before because it looked like there wasn't enough to really make it worthwhile to do. There was just so little content in the early game. But apparently they just did a huge update, so there should be a lot more to look at, a lot more to discuss, and a lot more to talk about. And they're looking for feedback, so it's both wanted and it's something I want to do. There's enough to actually talk about it now, hopefully. We'll see, because once I'm done here, I think that's the next thing I'll be doing. So, yeah. Oh, objective failed. Sometimes I make mistakes. Also, another thing is it feels like I'm kind of losing my skill with some of these. Like, you notice how I've been having issues with some of the bosses, like when I refought those bosses? Like, that first boss. I used to be able to do that really well, so I'm like, is because it's all just a numbers game with how much grinding is necessary. Have I just, like, not bothered use... You know, when you don't use a muscle, it grows weak. It's like, has my skill in this game grown weak because there's so little needed for me in a game so heavily balanced around grinding? So... just makes it... Like, I'll probably still play this every once in a while on my own, but again, not very interesting to watch. When I do play it, I'm probably going to be doing it while, like, listening to a podcast, and I don't want to get copyright strike over it. So, on my spare time, I'll still be playing this every once in a while, I think, if Rogue Legacy 2 ends up being too short for me to make an extended thing on. But yeah, this might just be the end of this playthrough. Alright. Well, at the very least, we can give it our all in facing the Gravekeeper. But yeah, another thing is, one of the reasons I like this game is the constant feeling of progression. But when it's literally, as I gain gold, I just press a button and my health and mana just increases, and that's all that's happening, it starts becoming a lot less interesting. So, yeah. Just kind of, so yeah, I'm just trying to find that thing so I could warp, and until I find it, gathering gold along the way. So I think if I found a spell, would I take it? Or a spell shifter? Because it would change all my spells, but this axe has been doing fantastic, honestly. And given that the boss floats above me, it might be very valuable. Yeah. It's weird because like a lot of the balancing options have been done for New Game Plus X, because apparently this game was designed not just to play in New Game Plus, but New Game multiple pluses of New Game. Like, this might end up being balanced in New Game Plus 7 or something like that, because, as you notice, the mana cost for this axe, it used to be 3, now it's 8. As my damage becomes more powerful, they keep increasing the damage. That was an addition they did. But I'm not sure if it matters, because, like, yes, it now costs 8. That's still less than others. And look at my mana pool. 1,800. Like, it's just strange. Oof. So, I guess I should at least answer the question since even if I haven't seen the new areas, do I think this mod is good? I'm gonna say yes. The mod, this was fun to play. The problem is it's so heavily focused on grinding. It's like I feel like they needed to add more in-between content. Like once you beat the game, if you want to keep playing, this is something to do. To like still get value out of the game. It feels like it could have been better. Like, why didn't they have to lock the content over New Game Plus X? Why did they have to, like, the whole thing that drew me to this is I heard there were additional biomes. I was really weirded out when I wasn't seeing them. And now that I know that they're so thoroughly hidden, like, why? Why? By the way, I just have to say, because my damage goes to mana, the Retribution is actually working wonders with the mage. Yeah. A bunch of flies buzzing around my head right now. Kind of annoying. So, yeah, I still... Again, they gave everything to the Archmage, even with the New Game Pluses, it seems like. That being said, that does not ruin the game at all. I was able to enjoy it by not playing the Archmage, and then when I get to situations like this, like, the Archmage is fun. That's the whole reason that, despite that, I'm playing an Archmage right now. Like, sometimes the fun factor is more important than the balance factor. And with the Archmage, that's definitely true. So... Oh yeah, and if I get hit, I actually get some stuff because the Retribution. I wonder how much. So I gained 7 MP, and I got some gold from it. It's kind of funny. I can actually technically clear out this room if I wanted. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to use this Archmage to clear the boss. And if I can't do that, I'll try to clean it up. I'll just see if I can beat the final boss again, the normal final boss, before I head out, basically. Because, oh yeah, there's another thing, those special rooms. If I get to it, I will try to do it myself, going through and beating them. It involves a lot of grind. It's just like, I could spend 2 episodes just doing nothing but challenging one boss over and over again. And I've done it before. I'm not sure I want to do it again. And, well, hopefully playing this has shown, if you've been watching this far, you're either interested enough in the game that you've played through it and know what the secret is, or I've interested you by playing this and encourage you to buy it and try it yourself. I will spoil what it is, though, if you're okay with that, since I don't... The reward is an additional class that is built to be broken, basically. It's fun. It's better than the dragon in Vital Rewards, definitely. It's not, like, strictly broken, but it's definitely needlessly strong, sort of thing, you know? It seems like I'm getting to a point where I can spend my mana faster than I can recover it. So that whole thing of managing mana sources that I was hoping I would see, I think happens when you get into higher levels, which is good. Man, I'm getting the top stuff all +1, but I still don't have the helm. No, I should head back towards the entrance and look for question marks. I say as I go further right in a different direction. Oh my gosh, these flies around my head have gone aggressive. One tried crawling up my nose right now. Ugh. Dash my way across. And while I'm dashing, I guess I gain health, so. Needless damage. It's not like it matters. Okay. Why flies? Why my mouth? Ugh. Weird issue that's happening right now. Head back left towards the entrance. Alright, we'll just go with that. Yeah, I think we take it. So let's see. Scythe, sword, and fire. Alright. So Scythe is going to be our main weapon again. Still has the upper head advantage. I bet it's just that path directly to the right is where the spikes are going to be. It's worth noting I'm not really generating much mana when I'm going to areas that I've already been in a way that I used to be just like on my way back, I'd recover everything. Alright, further down. Well, actually, is there a path to the left? No. It took me a moment to realize that was a dead end. Okay. Oh, hi. Yeah, that angle allows me to attack people in front of me a lot easier. And I still have the fire barrier, which is what I was hoping to keep. Oh, jumped over the sword. Okay. Oh, duh. Okay. And one potion, and all my is back. There it is. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna... It's a straight path, that's... Making it all complicated, it's just the straight path to the right. Beautiful. Alright, let's go into the darkness. Let's see if we can clear out that boss down there. And then, once I'm low on health, I'll go back to head down. Nice to be pogoing and making use of my other resources. Oh. There we are. Taking way too much damage right now. Like it matters. When my goal is to take damage, that's why I'm here. Well, my mana isn't as high as I hope. Right. That's what happens when you charge into the darkness. That's the hope of what happens when you charge into the darkness. Because yeah, once I run out of mana... So I guess by letting your health be mana. Basically, once you run out of mana, you are dead, effectively. Because you just aren't going to have enough health or damage to manage without it. Well, I guess in the early game, the regeneration is so fast it doesn't matter. But like, if I end up in the boss and then I run out of mana, I think that's going to be the end. There we are. Okay. And I think there was an enemy back here that just died from the... Oop. Just those random potions. Alright, we're just gonna... Oh yeah, right, I get like health bonuses and stuff. So it's like, with that, the increasing is just, it's all just raw time. I'm not, and like, with it, it's just flat stat increases. I don't feel like even if you're like playing Pokemon or like a game with leveling, like you get access to new moves. You feel like, at the very least, you can change. And like right now, all that's left for grinding is the grind itself. Trying to think, can this beat the boss if I run into him? Well, I think that will help a lot in beating the boss, actually. Oh, hey look, boss fight. Or, no, that guy's not a boss fight. Thought it did at first. Let's just drop down here for a bit. Alright, more strength increases. I might want to head back a little bit too, because if I don't find the boss before things become dangerous, I'm going to need to head back. Yeah, I'm just going to use my sword for a bit to make sure I get my mana back until I find this boss. Actually, then again, I don't want this one stage to go on forever, and I do want to, like this, if this is our concluding one, I want to get that shot at the boss. I want to do something more interesting. Alright, plus 3 weapons at this point. And we still haven't even gone all of the weapons, which I just find comedic. Yes. Alright, you've convinced me. It's time for me to head back. And the thing is, these enemies will actually hit your health, which is a bit of a change of pace. How do I get back now? So if I head left, if I head up, I might get a link. Oop. Yeah, nope, we're done. Yeah, the problem is just when the enemy can hit at your health, it actually is a... Oh, I poke it off of it. Oh well. Well. Next one. The question is just, do I want to end with trying to face the Gravekeeper again? Or do I want to end with actually finding that boss? Yeah, let's just fight the boss and get to that resting place again. Alright. Well, this character wants the vampirism back. I think the haste runes are actually pretty nice. I mean, oh wait, but Splunker actually has haste. So, not necessary. Let's buy our upgrades real fast. Just flat +8 damage. That's good now. Oh, but then... easy. Yeah. Ooh. Still not worthwhile. But I'm glad to see that this bomb row is actually upgrading, because that wasn't happening previously. Puh. Alright. Splunker. I'm trying to get this above where it costs 5 digits, like everything else. Alright. 4. 71. Alright. So but yeah, like look at this. This is how you would upgrade. You just kind of walk forward. And like I'm actually needing to two-shot some of these enemies. But basically it would just be you go into these easy areas where gold is still flowing like crazy with Splunker. And yeah, you just like... I would also equip more gold runes, but it's just... I don't think grinding in the starting area is what people would want to watch. Oh yeah, duh, why am I not using my map? I have a map as a Splunker. Well, let's get to that enemy, the boss there. So yeah, if I were to recommend this, I'd have to recommend it after a person has already beaten the base game. Like, if they want to keep playing after they've already beaten the base game. Like, if they like that grind, they'll still appreciate it after having to do the game again with a larger world. So, yeah, I'd have to... I can't see myself recommending this before a person has played through the game normally, because it's just... They'd have to absolutely love grinding and love the combat system, and you don't know if you do until you've already played it. I might as well get that treasure chest. Alright. There we are. I think I got rid of all my retribution, but hey, that had enough reach. Sorry if I'm making these pew sounds in the mic. I'm literally spitting out flies. I do not understand them. And yeah, I just want to try this one more time, see if I have the skill. Alright, there we are. Alright, just gotta be careful. It's a run. It's a long walk, not a run. And that's just like, yeah, me not playing safe once or twice. Yeah. Problem with the boss is taking a long time to kill. This is a problem. let's see, where is... There. To my right. Alright. If it's to my right, let's start to the right. Oh. Oof. Alright. It's just basically I'm heading right for quite a while. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna see if there's another path upstairs because that one started heading down instead of right. And I just need to head right. Problem is, like, Splunky isn't going to survive long in here because of its lack of abilities. Which is, again, why it would be play the Splunky, go into the easiest areas. Every time I get one of those, I just keep hoping for the Dark Helm to finish. Oh well. Perfect. Dead ends. Suddenly, this doesn't look too close anymore. I don't want to just... Again, I don't want to grind with a Splunky for the entirety of this video. Did I just avoid those attacks, or did I take damage and not realize it? Because it looked like I didn't take damage, and I went like between a bunch of attacks. So I'll again find the spikes, and then the balancing back between spikes and the darkness is way. There was a question mark right behind me. I'll on my way back, I guess. But it seems, yeah, every single item has... Oh my gosh. Question mark to my right and down. Circle going to the right, because worst case I end up at the fairy chest. Right. I think this guy has pad, doesn't he? Yep. So pad just makes it so none of these trigger. Makes it very easy to do challenges like this. And makes it pretty easy at fighting the fourth boss because the room's filled with those. Alright, so I want to go down to the right to find that question mark. Oh my gosh, yeah, the entire floor was dangerous. Alright. Alright, let's find those freaking spikes. Alright. Can I? Alright. I was interested, I nearly killed myself in the interest. There we are. Alright. Yeah, how does the map look to the Splunker? Does the map, like, items shift around? That's an interesting question. What is with, like, these weird chests here? Yeah, so I have no map as a Splunker in this area. And I have to grab those way over to the right before I grab that one if I want any chance at the boss. Which, as a Spelunker, I don't think I even bother with a chance at the boss. Instead, I just bother with all this money. Every breakable object is literally loaded. Still no. Yeah. Stallion's walking back and forth actually harder for me. Alright. Like a treasure chest. Yep, because those Stallions have no hit stun. Just run through me. Oh, we haven't shifted worlds yet. We're gonna keep going for a while. So Lich Queen would be my best bet. I don't want it with Acrophobia though. I don't even know what I can do to keep this interesting is my thing. Like, that's the thing, if I beat that boss, if I beat that Graveyard Keeper, it's just going to be me playing the Lich Queen, grinding through the entire place, and then finally leaving. So yeah, I think I just stick with the Splunkers and get money for now. Then well, actually, yeah, if I'm getting money right now, let's get money right now. Alright. So 48 buffs. Oh. So I'd have to compare those 48 buffs to the 46 buffs here. So this deserves, oh, 2 more. What is that, 48? Oh. So I guess mana buffs are just cheaper. That makes sense. So with that, alright. Because, yeah, weight buffs are obviously going to be the cheapest. I just realized I didn't buy anything there. Oh well. So yeah, this time I'm just going to show you what grind would look like, so that you know what you'd be missing out on. And yeah, once we hit the hour mark, I'm just going to end early because, or I'm going to, oh my gosh. Why are these flies coming into my nose now? But yeah, basically, as an end early, I'm going to just stop the run so I can do some closing statements before we leave here. I will say, like, literally walking forward and watching money rain on you like that is fun. That is an enjoyable experience. Oh yeah, I get mana. So, since I'm getting mana, as well, kill the Visionary. Oh my gosh. There we go. That took longer than it should have. I guess the darkness does still give more gold, despite the fact, but... Oh my gosh. I'm about to just chew on this fly, because it's tempting me. It's and wants in my mouth, so I don't know why. And I'm still not using my map, which I need to get used to again. Give myself a direction to go. Well, question marks up and around, so I'll start over here. Way through. Yeah, as long as I'm getting these crits, I'm just one-shotting them. I think that's fair for... So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to go left, then down, and it's going to have like a reach me in 5 seconds puzzle or something like that. Alright, because I have to go further in to get to that fairy chest. But again, like, when I'm actually doing the grind, when I'm... what I would be doing when I'm doing stuff off the video, it would just... it'd be me taking this nice walk to it. Wouldn't be... unless these things are interesting. Which, I feel like, if they're interesting, it's because of, you're here more for relaxation if you're doing that, which, by all means, just, I think people can relax to most games, so, and I can do something more interesting with another. We are at 100,000. That's good. And that question mark, I had to have gone up, back, all the way back there. That was not what I was expecting. That question mark way over there relies on me going up that early. I'm starting to accumulate damage, so if I... yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not supposed to know how much health I have, but, like, I don't know if I'm looking healthy, I don't know if I'm looking horrible. Mini boss if I want it. I mean, I can't go right if I don't take it. That's scary, because that's going to force me to stay close when it does that. There we go. Yeah, it's just like everything that I've been trying to grab, I keep being inches away by the mapping. Take no damage. Alright. I do not care to spend all my mana, by the way. I'm more than happy to. Down and to my left, which... oh my gosh. Honestly, I'll find that. It's like... every path... I should have gone for that question mark. It's not as far as I'm making it out to be now that I look at it. Oh well. Huh. Yeah, that little moment right there, where it was me jumping between all those enemies. Just all those projectiles coming at me. Like, it's a bullet hell with... Like, does that... Not a bullet hell, but like a pseudo sort of bullet hell moment. Those are fun. That's why I enjoy this game for. Alright. There it is. There it is. I got it. I think that's the last item. I have now officially 100% the game. Thank you. Thank you for completing this journey, making this all worthwhile, making sure this video actually has a proper conclusion as I found the helmets. I do not need to beat any bosses anymore. That was a proper conclusion. That was what I've been waiting for all along. If I could just get up to this room without dying, because I do not know how much health I have. It can't be much. Alright. Jump back to the entrance. Let's go get that first fairy chest, and let's just pick the other paths that I haven't been taking. Build up our health again, because I'm sure it's not. Alright. We know this is a long and just narrow path. Come on. Well, we know we're going to come back for it, so as well. Take no damage. Alright. Actually... Oh. That was enough. Oh well. Yeah, so now here, let's actually head up, like, down and right and stuff like that. The map perfectly blocked that object. Thank goodness it's not important. Jeez, it's just like this empty slot, yet the path goes down. It makes me wonder... Some of the populating of this larger realm. I'm sure it was difficult. Like, they were building onto a system someone else built. So, no way that's gotta be easy. Gotta learn how the other side goes. No path. Oh my gosh. Alright. So let's head to that question mark. The other way, I guess. So. You like being in corners, don't you? Speaking of corners. Right. Gain 12 HP per kill. Thank goodness I jumped. Just breaking this stuff makes things easier. I'm just gonna grab it because I do not know where my health is and I'd rather be safe. Oh my gosh. Just wasn't paying attention. Punish for it. We're at 50 minutes. So what was my favorite class? What was my favorite class? So I do like the feel of the Spelunker, but I feel like I liked having a goal was the theme. With this extra large world, having a clear and direct, I'm heading in this direction, has been a good feel. Like it's necessary, kind of, to keep you from just wandering aimlessly. That being said, I'm not sure if that's a strength of Spelunker or kind of a, I hate to say it, but that's kind of a failure of the design of this. Because it's so big, they needed to have more clear goals. So the Spelunker ends up being one of my more enjoyable classes due to a lack of joy in other classes that isn't always necessary. Huh. After that, like, what is the most fun to fight with? I guess would be a good question. So I know in the old game it was Barbarian. I think it's the new Lich. The idea, just again, people who like this are going to like grinding, and the character that rewards you for grinding. Like, I guess it is this grind sort of taken on a smaller scale. It's just the constant grind. Huh. What is my least favorite class? Well, I do not like that the Spell Sword got absolutely nothing. After the changes I saw with the Archmage, to see nothing from the Spell Sword. Which I did check. Yeah, Spell Sword is not listed in the themes changed. So this wasn't me like not seeing something. There is nothing changed with that class. So, yeah, that. The dragon apparently was changed. As you get to higher and higher thresholds of mana, it recharges faster and faster. So the dragon might actually be useful in the ending end games. Or actually, like it's useful. It's situationally useful already, but it actually became like consistently powerful, which is something it wasn't. So that's good. As for these obols, I don't think they purposely changed Sharon's obol, but I don't... No, they had a list of Sharon's obol does something. I can't remember what it is right now. But I know the Hedgehog's Curse was changed. That doubles the... To keep it a curse, it doubles your gold gained, but also damage taken. So, they changed that one entirely. I can't remember what Sharon's obol does, though. I apologize, but I'm blanking on it. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I thought. Yeah, the fire on the Knave was confirmed to be consistent crits. Hokage, I already told you the max health. The damage is based on the max health of the enemy. So I will say that the Archmage, as much as I banged on about it being broken, it is fun. I'm not, like, I cannot deny they made a class that wasn't very fun into a very interesting class. And they made spells useful. They made you want to actually increase your magic damage. Well, yeah. So they did, like, I'm sure as you get into exponential levels of new game, this mod becomes better and better. The main thing is it's just the only. If I could give any recommendations, it would. Well, first of all, shift the Archmage out around a bit. But second, make it so you don't have to rely on getting to the new game to play it, because, like, if you have to play New Game Plus in +3 just to enter an area, then that area might as well not exist. I mean, some people are going to get there, like, I guess if it's a reward for others. I just got a Dark Equipment +1. That's new. But yeah. I guess if it's a reward for others, it makes sense. But, like, just the fact that, like, I'm going to be done with this game, and there are still multiple areas I have not seen yet. I think, so if you watch a show called or there's a YouTuber called The Completionist, if you watch his channel, he talks about, like, some challenges just not being worthwhile because of, or like, just, like, there's that one challenge, and it makes the game so much worse as an experience because he wants to complete everything. I feel that having worlds locked off by New Game +3 and stuff, you just cause that. Also, just on that ground, like, when I found the graveyard, that was so cool, okay? Like, the fact that that's hidden from me, the fact that to feel that experience again involves beating the entire game again, the fact that to do that another time involves beating the game a third time and working on some puzzle, I don't like that. It makes me decide, you know what, I guess it's not worth it. Huh. It's kind of sad. But yeah. So there's this little button D, which you might notice if you played the normal game isn't there. This is the credits for the people who made this. This nightmare has been brought to you by Cedric Default Zero Schneider. Wait, was this intended to be a nightmare? Art assets by Mark Line and Christoph Herman. Additional music. Alright, so yeah, I remember hearing different music. I guess that makes sense. QA and testing. Zors. The Lament of Zors. It's literally this guy went through hell. So the entire idea of Lament of Zors is it's the pain of the people who played through this. The name of this mod is named after the pain of the people who made through it. Oh, and Zors is apparently a boss. It just... They named this after the suffering of their playtester. They named this mod after the suffering of their playtester, the Lament of Zors. I'm gonna just Google that real fast, make sure I'm not using Lament wrong. If Google will open, what the heck? Alright. Well, I can't open the internet right now. Don't know why. Well, if I'm wrong, then I guess I'm wrong, but it's the Lament of the playtester. Okay. Well, anyways, oh, I'm not sure if I said it. Oh, no, I said it near the beginning. But yes, when we come back, I'm probably gonna not do a video for a week or so. I'll figure out how long, but I plan to come back with Rogue Legacy 2. that will be useful because it's still being modded. It's still being supported. They're still working on the themes. And it will give me, it means that all this idea of like what I want to change, what I would like to see, it might actually get heard, which is cool. And then I can come back, try it again. It will actually mean some progress. That's good. Anyways, thank you everyone who watched through the Lament of Zors. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I hope you all have a wonderful day.